Mia stood at her apartment window, a steaming mug of coffee warming her hands. Below, the city pulsed with its usual frenetic energy. People scurried along sidewalks, yellow taxis weaved through traffic, and the distant wail of sirens provided a familiar urban soundtrack. She took a sip of coffee, savoring the bitter taste. 2 years in this bustling metropolis, and still, she felt like an outsider looking in. It wasn't an entirely unpleasant feeling, she mused. There was a certain comfort in anonymity, in being a silent observer to the world's comings and goings. Her phone buzzed with a new project notification. Mia turned away from the window, setting her mug down on her cluttered desk. As a freelance graphic designer, her apartment doubled as her office. She settled into her chair, fingers hovering over the keyboard. Another day, another design. The city continued its relentless pace outside, but in here, Mia created her own rhythm. Six months earlier, Mia stood in the corner of a crowded gathering, nursing a drink she didn't really want. Laughter and chatter swirled around her, punctuated by the clinking of glasses and the thump of bass-heavy music. "Hey Mia, glad you could make it." Tom, her co-worker whose birthday they were celebrating, appeared at her elbow. His cheeks were flushed, eyes bright with excitement. Mia mustered a smile. "Happy birthday, Tom. Thanks for inviting me." "Of course. Hey, have you met Sarah from accounting?" "Sarah, come here." Before Mia could protest, Tom was waving over a petite blonde woman. Sarah smiled broadly, launching into a story about some office mishap Mia knew nothing about. She nodded along, feeling increasingly out of place. As the night wore on, Mia found herself drifting towards the exit. She caught Tom's eye across the room and waved goodbye. He was surrounded by a group of laughing friends and didn't seem to notice as she slipped out into the cool night air. The walk home was quiet, save for the occasional passing car. Mia breathed deeply, feeling the tension in her shoulders begin to ease. She didn't dislike her coworkers, but these forced social interactions always left her feeling drained. As her apartment building came into view, a sense of relief washed over her. Home, where she could be herself without the pressure to perform or pretend. The bell above the door chimed as Mia entered Rosie's cafe. The familiar scent of coffee and freshly baked pastries enveloped her. She nodded a greeting to Rosie behind the counter and made her way to her usual table by the window. "The usual, dear," Rosie called out. "Yes, please," Mia replied, settling into her seat. She pulled out her sketchbook and pencils, losing herself in the flow of lines and shapes. The cafe buzzed with quiet conversation and the hiss of the espresso machine. It was a comforting backdrop to her work, providing just enough ambient noise to keep her from feeling isolated without the pressure of direct interaction. Mia glanced up as the bell chimed again. A group of friends entered, laughing and talking animatedly. For a moment she felt a pang of something, not quite envy, but a wistful curiosity. What would it be like to be part of such a group? But as quickly as the thought came, it passed. She returned to her sketch, finding solace in the act of creation. Rosie appeared with Mia's latte and blueberry muffin. "Working on something new?" she asked, eyeing the sketchbook. Mia nodded, turning the book so Rosie could see. "Just some ideas for a new project." "Beautiful as always," Rosie said with a warm smile. "You know, we're looking for some new art for the walls. If you're interested." "I'll think about it," Mia replied, surprised and touched by the offer. As Rosie moved away to tend to other customers, Mia looked around the cafe with new eyes. Her art on these walls. The idea was both thrilling and terrifying. But maybe, just maybe, it was time to let a little bit of herself out into the world. 2 years earlier, Mia stood in the middle of her new apartment, surrounded by boxes and the lingering smell of fresh paint. Sunlight streamed through the bare windows, casting long shadows across the hardwood floors. She took a deep breath, excitement bubbling in her chest. This was it, her fresh start in the big city. The job offer from a prestigious design firm had been unexpected but welcome. It was the opportunity she'd been waiting for, a chance to prove herself and build the career she'd always dreamed of. Mia walked to the window, taking in the view of the city skyline. The buildings stretched towards the sky, a concrete and glass forest teeming with possibility. Somewhere out there were new friends waiting to be made, experiences to be had, a life to be lived. She turned back to the boxes, determination setting in. It would take time to settle in, to find her place in this vast urban landscape. But Mia was ready for the challenge. She picked up a box labeled "Kitchen" and got to work, humming softly to herself as she began to transform the empty space into a home. A knock at the door startled Mia from her work. She glanced at the clock, surprised to see it was already past noon. Stretching, she made her way to the door, wondering who it could be. She opened it to find Mr. Chen, her elderly neighbor, standing in the hallway. His weathered face creased into a smile. "Miss Mia," he said, "I hate to bother you, but I wondered if you might be able to help an old man with his groceries. My arthritis is acting up something fierce today." Mia hesitated for just a moment before nodding. "Of course, Mr. Chen. I'd be happy to help." She followed him to the elevator, listening as he chatted about the unseasonably warm weather and his plans to visit his grandchildren next month. In his apartment, Mia efficiently unpacked the groceries, placing items in the refrigerator and cupboards under Mr. Chen's direction. "You're a lifesaver, Miss Mia," Mr. Chen said as she finished. "Would you like to stay for a cup of tea?" Mia was about to decline, her usual instinct to retreat to her solitude kicking in. But something in Mr. Chen's earnest expression made her pause. "That would be nice, thank you," she heard herself say. As they sat at his small kitchen table, steam rising from delicate porcelain cups, Mia found herself relaxing. Mr. Chen was easy company, filling the silence with stories of his youth in Hong Kong and his early days in the city. She found herself sharing bits of her own life in return, surprised at how natural it felt. When she finally returned to her apartment an hour later, Mia felt a warmth that had nothing to do with the tea. It was a small interaction, but it left her feeling unexpectedly connected to the world around her. A year ago, Mia sat in her cubicle, staring at her computer screen without really seeing it. The office buzzed with activity around her, phones ringing, keyboards clacking, coworkers chatting. Usually she could tune it out, but today every sound felt amplified, grating on her nerves. Her heart was racing, palms sweaty. The design on her screen, a project she'd been working on for weeks, suddenly looked all wrong. Nothing fit, nothing worked. She couldn't breathe. "Mia, the client meeting is in 5 minutes. Are you ready with the mock-ups?" Her supervisor's voice cut through the fog of panic. Mia opened her mouth to respond, but no words came out. The room started to spin. She pushed back from her desk abruptly, chair scraping loudly against the floor. I can't," she managed to gasp out before bolting for the restroom. Locked in a stall, Mia tried to catch her breath. Tears streamed down her face as she struggled to regain control. This job, this life, it was all too much. The constant interaction, the pressure to perform, to be on all the time. She couldn't do it anymore. As her breathing slowly returned to normal, a sense of calm washed over her. In that moment, Mia made a decision. It was time for a change. Time to create a life that worked for her, not against her. The next day, she handed in her resignation. It was terrifying, but as she walked out of the office for the last time, Mia felt lighter than she had in years. The bustling city streets seemed different somehow, both more daunting and more full of possibility than ever before. She paused on the sidewalk, letting the urban symphony wash over her. A new chapter was beginning, but what would it hold? As she took her first step forward into this uncertain future, Mia couldn't shake the feeling that everything was about to change.
Coming in Part 2. As Mia navigates her new life, unexpected connections begin to form. But can she truly break free from her isolation? Or will the city's vastness threaten to overwhelm her once again? Join us for the conclusion of Mia's journey through the urban landscape of solitude and connection.